I already smell that horrible blonde roaster.
Oh, that's strong. Oh. Hey guys, how's it going? Good, good. How's my audio? Is it coming through nice and clear?
Yeah, it's really clean.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I got a Yeti mic.
Okay, I was about to say you sounded different.
I might turn the gain.
Come through real nice.
Sweet. I can whisper in your ear like this now.
In that sweet, sweet Australian.
Cool. So I got around to writing the last session summary this morning. I completely spaced on like every game.
I thought it was kind of funny because I mean we honestly didn't do a whole lot except for right there at the end. It got real hectic real fast.
Yeah, there wasn't. It was a pretty lax sort of just forwarding personal agendas or agendas for your factions.
I met some new people. Talked to some people.
Yeah, nothing really too important happened. Like no one got murdered. No one got arrested. Nothing like that.
Of course.
No, absolutely not.
It ended up working out pretty good for you. That nat 20 on the persuasion check. I mean,
I wasn't gonna push my luck, but I was like, did he just give me advantage because he felt bad for me?
No, I had planned for Raynar to give you advantage. It actually even it mentions that if you have someone important vouch for you, then it will give you advantage on the persuasion check. Someone such as Raynar, and he owes you guys a favor. So
sorry, I burned our favor with that.
Yeah.
Let's try not to get in more trouble for right now.
I mean, I kind of feel like Roland didn't really even know Raynar. I mean, y'all did all that before Roland showed up, so.
True.
Yeah. You guys remember the end of the session?
Yeah, the explosion.
Large explosion, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're going to be waking up to on today's session.
I did have a question, Seb. Did you had mentioned us doing like downtime activities, and I mentioned to you about trying to research that blue alley or the magic alley, whatever it was that the tattooist had mentioned. Will that be something you just tell me directly, or will that be something we talk about in game?
When you have... Oh, is that what you did with your downtime?
Oh, that and my punishment, of course.
Let me have a look here. You'll
One
need.
thing I know about the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying you'll need to. You'd need to make an investigation check. It's not going to be easy to find the location of the Blue Alley. You could find information about it though.
Big money, no whammies. Yeah.
I think it's talked about very briefly in the Wards of Waterdeep handout.
I vaguely remember something like that too, but I couldn't remember.
It's either that or the City Splendors, one of the two.
With 11 knocks, you don't really gather a whole lot of information. Not more than common hearsay and rumor. An alley somewhere in the Sea Ward whose tiles shimmer blue in the moonlight, and in the alley is a gauntlet that tempts adventurers with treasures, but many also never return once they enter.
Fair call. After our arrest, did we actually get a chance to rest, or did the explosion happen that night?
It was in the morning, very early hours, at first light.
Okay. I'm asking if I can remove a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, you can.
Because I had, 4 from that stupid hike on the mountain?
Yeah, that was pretty harsh. So you should have 2 now, right?
Yeah. Definitely one of those things where I was just like, really, of all things? And then in my head, I just imagine, this like guy who's used to talking much more than he is doing. He's just like, like the guy who like hangs out with the athlete kids, but he's actually a smoker. And he's just like, yeah, you guys keep running. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll just be right there.
You go on ahead. I'll catch up. Don't worry. And then I catch a Dre because I'm like, screw this.
Light up a smoke and just lean against a rock. I'll be right there.
Basically.
Alright, we're just waiting for
Pavel.
And Rob, did he say he's not going to make it this week? I think he should be here.
Oh, Soren?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
I do remember he told me that he's going to be busy one week. It might be this week. But I'm not sure. He did say he said Thanksgiving though, so.
Which was last week, but we were all busy.
Yeah. So we'll just give him a couple of minutes, and if he doesn't show up, I guess it's this week that he can't make it. Hey Pavel, how you doing? Are you there? I cannot hear you.
So Seb.
Yeah.
I got even though I did the mission for the Emerald Enclave, I can still join the Force Grade thing, or
Yeah.
exclusive for that. I didn't do the mountain.
Yeah, you
expedition.
can join more than one faction. It's fine.
Oh, sweet.
No, I think he was asking, does he get to just join, or does he have to make the hike up the mountain?
You can participate in further faction quests for the Grey Hands. That's possible. Pavel, we cannot hear you. You're muted. I just wait for him to get his stuff sorted.
Seb, I'm getting ready. I gotta get the laptop and the PC running, see if everything's working good, and then choose whichever one works based on that.
All right, we can hear you now.
I know. I unmuted. Yeah. I need to get back to getting the stuff set up. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we're waiting for you to start, so Godspeed.
Move like the wind.
Alright, we'll just wait for him to get here, and we'll get started. Anyone do any shopping for Black Friday? Cyber Monday?
No. I should have done that, but I forgot.
I bought a Nest thermostat for the house. You know, real adult things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
When you hit your 30s, that's like about as exciting as it gets, hey? You get excited over
Yeah. My wife and I were joking about like all the silly things we do about you know, like, oh, let's go look at towels. We need new towels.
I hear you. Well, if Pavel doesn't get here by 10 minutes past, we're just going to get started, and he can sort of jump in when he gets his laptop sorted out.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Alright, so I wish you could have joined the conversation about the whole Black Friday shopping, because right now my laptop is going to shit, so I bought a desktop PC, a cheap one, but it's still good. So I'm going to be using that today. So
awesome.
It's going to be nice. Sorry about that.
That's alright, no problem.
Firefox.
Good thing about Roll20 is you don't exactly need a high-end gaming computer to run it.
Yeah.
That much is true. I checked on it yesterday.
It does take a bit of strain though if you have all the settings turned up, like the dynamic lighting and the advanced fog of war even.
Oh yeah.
It's even harder on the DM side.
Yeah. I basically cannot use the advanced fog of war on big maps because it just makes everything go slow as shit.
That it does. Alright. Let me just do that.
Cool. All right. How did you? Is everything working well for you, Pavel? You got Discord sorted out and stuff on your. Well, obviously you've got it working.
Yep, Discord.
All right. So.
Yeah, Discord works, and the what's it called? Roll20 works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt stuff, but it's just I wish I could show you guys without having to show my messy room. But I connected the desktop to my big screen TV, and it's just it's pretty awesome.
Oh, sweet. I used to hook up my laptop to my TV sometimes. I tried to like run games like that, but I think I just prefer just a screen. I actually just use a laptop.
Smaller honestly is better, but I didn't buy number one, I have no room for a small desktop, small monitor, and I already have the TV. I might as well use it like for that, you know.
Yeah, cool. All right, so did you get a chance to read the session summary, Brucel?
Let us begin.
Brucel, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Did you get a chance to read the session summary?
Yes, I did.
So you're all caught
Sorry
up?
to hear about the court trials. It sounds intense.
It was scary.
Nobody went with him to the trial either.
No one wanted to talk about his character.
It's not that I couldn't. It's just I had work.
Don't you worry. I will remember this from now until the day you die.
When does your humiliation start?
I had work.
Pavel has an excuse.
I didn't. I just didn't go.
It's all well and good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wait.
You did barely know the guy. Okay, let's get started. So, you guys wake up on the 8th day of Myrtle. In springtime. You're woken up very early by the shuddering of the windows. There is an explosion outside of the manor. Let's move on over to the alley.
Oh no, I like that music. Bring that back.
This is very calm music.
Alright, so... Yeah?
Oh, keep going. I was just talking.
So yes, there's a huge explosion outside in the morning. It shakes the windows and you hear people screaming outside. There's a very, very loud noise and you can see smoke start to waft up over the manor. There's a scene outside. It wakes you all up. You visibly feel your bed shaking.
Boy.
God damn it.
So
To the downstairs.
I'll go through one at a time with you guys to see how you react. And we're gonna start off with Pavel.
Alright, cool. So, I have work in the morning with Jalister telling me about the whole Dung Sweeper Guild thing, so I was about to get ready, but just barely. What time of in the morning you think this would have...
It's very early, before 6 bells. The sun's just risen. It's still a little bit dark, quite gloomy outside. It's nice and
Oh, thank God.
it's nice and warm
Okay,
when
then-
you wake up in the morning. There's a cool breeze that wafts through, and smoke starts to fill the top floor of the manor. You probably would have just about woken up at this time anyway, and started getting ready to go and do your mission for
Alright, then
the
I'll-
Lord's Alliance.
Yeah. Then all I would have been wearing, all Pavel would have been wearing would have been
His jammies.
just as basically, yeah, just like, you know what, not even jammies, just boxer shorts. He's the type of boxer shorts type of guy, sleeping. So yeah, after the whole smoke and explosion, he's like, oh shit, there's a fire somewhere around here. And he would be assuming from the smell it'd be very close, so he's a little bit panicky and he's like starting to get ready and probably waking up everyone else to get out. So yeah, he's just getting ready and getting out to see what's going on.
Okay, we can run outside. This is the manor here. Obviously, this isn't the map that we usually use, but it represents Trollskull Manor.
All right.
The entrance
I'm
is to the south.
Time to run outside.
Alright, as you
Oh my God.
run outside, you see smoke starting to unform from a massive bloom, an explosion of fire that begins to recede as smoke upon smoke layers waft up into the air. People are screaming, burning. There are bodies everywhere as the fire starts to recede. There's just a thick billowing cloud of smoke, and you see, at first glance, probably about a dozen dead.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta survey the area, but I'm yelling back, like I'm going just barely into the doorway of Trollskull Manor in the lobby, yelling, "Everyone, get the fuck up! There's bodies of fire everywhere!" And I run back outside, seeing what's the best I can do to I don't know, I guess help or see. Well, first of all, not even help. Scan the area, see if any suspicious-looking people are around. Anyone like that would look, I guess, in Pavel's opinion, that would look like a magic user or anything.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
The smoke is billowing very, very high up into the sky now. You take a look around and the smoke gets in your eyes. It causes you to squint. You see absolute chaos. There are burnt bodies merely 15 feet away from you. Some of them look like halflings, some of them elves. There are some other innocent bystanders that are screaming. Some people are running. Other people just going about their daily business. You see Fala up in Corellan's crown, sort of looking up through her greenhouse. You see some other bystanders. Everyone is basically fleeing out of fear that there may be another explosion. But you don't see any culprit.
I'd probably be feeling the same, but since I don't see anyone, I saw Fala, so that's good. So I'm going to assume, I'm scared from the explosion happening, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna ask her and kind of investigate, to see what she's seen.
Okay, you.
That's possible.
Yeah, you can head up there, but we'll hold it there for now.
Gotcha.
Nox, you had probably a little bit of a nicer sleep on this particular evening, because you were sleeping in your own bed and you had escaped a dire situation. So I could imagine you were quite relieved, like a great weight had been lifted over your shoulder. But as you lay there having a sweet slumber, it's cut short by this harrowing explosion nearly feet away from you. Shut the hell up, Siri. What are you... Siri's trying to talk to me. Alright, so yes. What do you do?
So Nox would have been sleeping very soundly in his bed with the explosion. If any of you could have seen it, it would have been Nox sitting straight up in bed, nude except for an eye mask.
Where are you
what
wearing
the
the eye
hell?
mask?
So I'll throw the eye mask off, realize, kind of doing the slightly disoriented, but going wait, that was an explosion. From my window, would I be able to see anything? Perception check, I'm assuming?
Let me take a look where your room is.
The second story that has the turret room.
Your room's actually facing the other street.
So, just a quick glance, can't see anything.
You take a look out on your side of the street. You see a couple of people, a woman and a man. They look like nobles. They're running and screaming. You see one of them run up to a member of the watch and start informing him of what's happened. And you can sort of, you can't hear what they're saying, but you can just sort of see that happening.
Okay, I would jump out of bed, throw on pants, boots, grab my rod, my arcane focus rod, and my jacket to kind of like start like running down the stairs, grabbing all that, heading towards the door.
All right. You get outside, and there are bodies upon bodies, horribly, horribly burnt, smoldering, laying in piles. Burnt instruments from halflings that were singing and dancing early in the morning. It's horrible. The building itself is about 20 feet away, literally across the road from Trollskull Manor. But it's not on fire. There is a lot of smoke, however.
Okay. Scan the crowd left to right to see if I see anyone that looks like reacting not like you would to an explosion. Basically, like either being way too curious but not moving to help, or casually walking, whereas a lot of people are running to or from.
Make a perception check.
Big money.
Not big money.
Ah.
You make out among the dead some humans, some half-elves, some halflings, maybe a gnome. Some of them are wearing black leather armor, not dissimilar to that of Zentarum. However, there's no one else immediately around you. Everyone has already fled, run back to their houses, or fled Trollskull Alley altogether.
Okay, then I would start, at this point I would just run towards the nearest person and start kind of doing the whole check for pulse kind of thing, just to see if people...
You run over to a group of burnt halflings, 4 of them. They sort of lay in piles, burnt instruments lay close by. You start checking pulses, and they're dead. Their faces are gone, completely burnt away, as are their clothes. It's truly horrible, gruesome. Alrighty. Brucelle, how do you react to this happening?
Oh, buddy. Okay. Alright, so I wake up. I sleep in my my underwear.
Yeah.
I bolt straight up and like.
I like how everyone's just describing me how they sleep.
Well, you got
It's important, you asked.
exactly. It's important.
Alright. I bolt straight up. I'm still a little groggy, but it seems like I'm not really sure where my room's at, but I try to go to one with a window.
Okay. Also, last session, Brucelle, your character, your Brucelle was at the Falconmere, helping with some gardening. He's got a bit of a green thumb.
Cool.
Ooh.
You go to one of the bedrooms with a south-facing window, and you look around. Make a perception check.
Oh shit! Right there. Is where the window would be?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception check.
You've got a pretty good view from the 3rd floor, looking down at the street.
Oh,
And you count up quickly 11 bodies. You
damn.
see for a brief second a thin figure through the smoke, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, several houses away to the southeast. But by the time you look twice, the figure's already gone. But that's not all you see. You clearly see of the burnt a female human, 2 male humans clad in black leather armor with long swords sheathed, 2 female humans, 1 male half-elf dressed as commoners, a male gnome wearing a burnt cloak who's clutching a dagger in his hand, and 4 halflings who look like dancers, flute players. Also, you notice that The dead gnome has dry waste on his boots and cloak. He's got a very keen eye from up there, Brucel. He's got a fat pouch attached to his belt as well.
Oh. Risky. Alright, I'm I don't know, I feel like there's like an assassination attempt or something. But I'm gonna yell out to Nox and be like, start looting. Start looting. If you want to, but I'll keep an eye up here.
For the guard.
Before the guards come.
It's no, so messed up but funny.
I mean, yeah, because Nox is already a criminal.
That's true. That's true.
I'm in the top floor of the manor. You said it was filling up with smoke?
Yeah, some of the windows were smashed out and a bit of smoke starts to billow in. Just wisps of it though. It's not like
okay.
It's not posing a threat.
I gotcha. Let's see. Roland would let's see. He'd put on his kind of his, I don't know if you call it a cloak or a jacket, the kind of the thing you see him wearing in the token. Forego putting on his boots. He does have pants on.
We just want to know what you wear when you sleep.
Yeah,
That's all we
how
care
do you
about.
how do you wake up? Yeah, that's what I care. Like, how do you wake up? How do you sleep? What do you wear when you sleep?
He's wearing pants.
No, typical.
Yeah.
Typical
So
So typical.
he gets up and he puts on he'll grab his guitar and he'll head out, like head down, kind of see what's going on. Kind of swing the guitar over his back.
Yeah, you see the same scene. Dozens of burnt bodies. Well, not dozens, but close to a dozen burnt bodies and the smoke. People running and screaming, and whatnot.
Do any of the people that are on the ground look like they might still be alive, just badly hurt?
You can go over and make a medicine check.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that for whichever one looks the least crisped.
Okay. The halflings are well and truly crisped.
Yeah.
You take a look at some of the other bodies, Roland, and as far as you can tell, they're all dead. When you do go to check one of the dead male human's pulses, you notice that he has a black winged snake tattooed on his right forearm.
I'll kind of hold the wrist, look up at Nox, just kind of nod to him and say, "Well, I think that some of your friends had a disagreement with some of their enemies." Which building is on fire, by the way? Well, not on fire, but like got bombed, basically.
It's this one here, across the road.
Okay.
At this moment, a Griffin cavalry rider swoops down, and he comes darting in at an incredible speed. Before he even gets close to the ground, he's already dismounted off the Griffin as the Griffin swoops back up in an arc, heading back up over the roofs of the buildings, and the Griffin cavalry rider gracefully floats to the ground. He draws a long spear. Hold!
Roland will just put his hands up. Easy there, friend. We live in that building there. We were just coming out to see what happened.
It's true.
Do you know what has happened here?
Boom.
All I know is that there was an explosion that woke me, and I came out and found this.
An explosion, you say?
Wait, can you not see the smoke? It is everywhere. And look at the bodies. We currently abide in the manor across the way. And so the explosion, of course, it jostles us early out.
He looks around at the scene. So many dead. He starts rushing over to check bodies as well. And more guards start flooding in. More of the city watch start running in. There's a state of panic. Yeah.
Can I quickly look to see anyone else that has like the bodies here and this guy here for Zentarum tattoos?
As you start going over to examine the bodies, the cavalry rider looks at you and... No! You must not touch the bodies. This is now a crime scene. Please, stand against the wall. Await until you can be questioned. Do not interfere with the bodies. And he
kind of tap Roland and be like, come.
He asks you guys to line up against the front of the manor. And more guards start piling in. They just come running and running and running and running. And some of the guards start moving into different establishments, and they begin questioning many possible witnesses. And they don't question you guys yet, they just hold you there. And about 20 minutes later, the captain comes. It's Saith Cromley and Barnabas Blastwing.
Yes, tiny dancer.
That's right. Alright, meanwhile, Pavel, you're talking to Fala. So...
Yes. First thing I do, as a neighbor myself, I check up on her, see if she's alright, you know, like her state, I mean, he or she, I don't know, their state and their safety, you know, asking them, hey, are you alright? After that, Pavel would probably be asking, what did you see? He's kind of spooked a little bit, but, you know, like, trying to remain calm, but, like, still kind of worried about what happened and if it's going to happen again.
Alright, she hears you running up the steps and cautiously has her quarterstaff drawn. When she sees you, though, she lets out a sigh of relief. Oh, I thought I was under attack. Pavel, my neighbor. It's horrible. So many dead.
I know, Fala.
I am okay. Thank you for coming to check on me, but who would do something like this? Murders.
That's what I'm wondering too. I was also nervous when I came up here. First to check on my neighbor's safety, but second, you probably had a good vantage view of seeing from up here, down below. What did you see?
I was awake already when the explosion happened. I was watering plants in the greenhouse. And the blast, it blew out some of my windows. She puts her hand up and you see the front of the greenhouse windows smashed.
Oh.
I was not injured, but I saw someone through the smoke. I saw a cloaked man take something from the body of that dead gnome. He started limping away. His face was badly burnt. He was casting glances over his shoulders, like he was afraid someone was following him. I saw him head to the east, towards the bent nail. Why would he Why would he not get help? He was horribly burnt.
Wait, did he enter the bent nail or was heading towards the bent nail?
I couldn't see the smoke and the roofs of the buildings. I do hope he's okay. How anyone could survive such a horrible blast? Please. Can you protect me for the time being, Pavel?
Well, yeah, of course, neighbor. That's what friends and... excuse me saying again, but neighbors are for.
Yes.
I'll stand watch here until, the guard and everything calms down.
May you have Corellan's blessing. The guards start flooding in at this stage, and of course, Barnabas, Blastwind, and Saith Cromley soon take over all of the rest of the watchers. They take over the crime scene and they start barking orders to many guards. You there! Start questioning all of the local establishments. You! Make sure every single exit and entrance of Trollskull Alley is cordoned off. I don't want anyone leaving. Barnabas Blastwind is there just taking notes with a feathered quill and a small notepad, looking around through his green spectacles. Seems very calm in the situation. Saith himself, you can tell that he should have retired quite long ago with his grizzled hair, his tired eyes, deep black bags under his eyes. He walks up to Nox, Roland, and Brucel. Well, it looks like we meet again.
Indeed, Senor Blessman.
It's Saith Cromley.
Oh, sorry. I saw the hand up for last one, not. Yes. So,
Now,
please tell.
talk very carefully and talk truth, my boy. Tell me everything you know what has happened here.
At the time of the explosion, my friend Roland and I and Brucel were asleep, enjoying sweet dreams of many a woman, possibly a boy, who knows? And then we were awoken by the sound of fire and ash being spewed throughout the street. We came running to see what we could do to help. This is our neighborhood now. We need to protect it.
Did you touch any of the bodies?
I did touch one or two, checking for pulse to see if I can lend aid.
And you say you were asleep when the blast happened?
Where?
You sure you didn't get a little bit trigger happy with a stray fire spell? That wouldn't be like you now, would it, Mr. Knox?
Ooh.
Well, our word obviously travels fast, but no, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to stroke my own ego, I do not have anything that would cause this much damage in my own weapon.
I'll get back to you. And you. Did you know these halflings here? As he addresses you, Roland.
No, I did not.
Where were you at the time of the blast?
Well, like Nox said, I was asleep. I was awoken by the windows either rattling in their frames or shattering. I ran down to see if I could help.
You weren't having a little sing-song with these halflings here? You look like the performer type.
Well,
Is
I
that a
admit
guitar in your hand?
I admit that I am a performer, and yes, it is a guitar. But I did not know these halflings, no.
Didn't have a little bit of an accident, played too much of a high note, and, accidental explosion. It happens among magical folk. It's okay, you can tell me.
No. Again, I was asleep.
I can help you. I can get you out of it.
I am telling the truth. I know nothing of the explosion. I just know that it happened, and then I came down here, and there were bodies everywhere.
And you? What's your
me.
name?
Me. Well, just like talked to my buddies down there, and we were asleep. The explosion woke us up. You see?
He gives you a really dirty look, Brucel.
Hey, Cromley. You need to chill out with the eyes. I know how you are with the eyes. But up here, my eyes saw someone running away on the rooftops.
You're quick to shift the blame there, Mr. Brucel.
You're quick to shift the blame.
So what was it? Needing to appease your Asmodeus god, or some sacrifices? A bit of burning flesh here and there? Come on now. You can make this better. You can make it right, Brucel. Tell me what happened.
I'm in my underwear. I didn't do nothing.
You didn't see nothing, eh?
No. I'm telling you, someone was on the rooftop running away.
Barnabas walks over, sort of in a bit of a hobble over. They are talking the truth. Huh? They are innocent. But we need to know, is there anybody that has it out for you? Anybody that could be a potential enemy? It would seem like the explosion may have been targeted at your manor.
I would imagine if they targeted the manor, they would have actually hit it. It's not hard to.
Yeah, they missed.
Safe. You know better than to not follow a lead. It is true that he is a tiefling, but you should not discount his testimony. Tell me about this figure that you saw through the smoke. Where was he headed? What did he look like?
It was shadowy. It was thin. That's all I could see from that up here through the smoke. I'm sure they might have got, they're part of the explosion. They might be an injured. Look for injured folks running away on rooftops.
Excuse me, me lord. To the west, you see an elven woman being escorted by another member of the City Watch.
Smoking.
We may have a crucial piece of evidence here. Why, I saw him. I saw it, I did. The woman starts speaking. It was horrible. It was bloody horrible. She is absolutely devastated. And she's having trouble getting her words out. The burning. Oh, it's horrible. Calm down now, calm down. Speak slowly and speak clearly. What did you see? Well, I tell you, the horned one over there, I saw it too, what he said he saw on the rooftops. I tell you, it was no man. More like a puppet-shaped man. A puppet without strings. 'Twas on the rooftop. It held something into the crowd. And that caused the explosion, I swear. I saw them halflings. I saw him burned alive. I saw him. Come now, it's going to be okay. Yeah, let's get you away from this horrible scene. Interesting. A puppet man. Barnabas writes a few more notes in his notebook. Pavel, as you're talking to Fala, you've got a brilliant view of Trollskull Alley, even though it's inundated with smoke. Peering just over the awning of one of the roofs, you see a small tiefling boy huddled behind a water barrel. So while this is going on, Pavel, what do? You see rows and rows of watch start to move in, and they're cordoning off each and every exit.
So I see a tiefling boy. Like, how far away is he from, like...
He's just over here. He's like hiding behind a bucket underneath one of the awnings of the buildings close by.
Are any guard near him, like, questioning him or anything?
No, he's hiding quite well, and most of the guards are not really present around that area. A lot of them have sort of just started knocking on doors and going into all of the residential houses and so on and so forth.
Pavel strokes his chin and thinks for a second. Lots of things come to his mind. Number one, am I going to be late for work? Number two, that tiefling boy. Number three,
you're pretty sure you're going to be late for work. You can't imagine
God damn
you're going to get there within the next 30 minutes.
God damn it. Pavel just feels, like he feels sad now. He feels very sad. He needs someone who knows message to send a message to. This is in his mind. Like, he needs someone to send a message to Jallister and tell him that I'm late because there's a fireball in front of my house. But that's not the point here. Then also, my final thought, Pavel's final thought would be, how is my friend in the burnt nail? Is he okay? Did he see anything? But at the current moment, he just sees Tiefling Boy, so he's just like, all right, you know what? He might have seen things that others haven't, so I'm gonna go down there. So he excuses. First of all, even before that, he tells Fala, excuse me, Fala. If everything's all right here for now, let the guards here, and if you feel safe, do you mind if I depart my way and go investigate further things myself?
Yes. Thank you for coming to check on me, Pavel. It means much to me. I want to give you this. That's a way of saying thanks. She gives you a potion of healing.
Nice.
Oh wow. I look at it and I look at Fala and be like, you don't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I greatly appreciate this. It will come very much in handy, but you don't have to give me this. I just came here to do my sort of civil and friendly duty.
All I ask is that you pay your prayers to Corellon. The herbs within the potion were created from her lifeblood. I ask you only to treat it with respect.
I will. And before I leave, I will make sure to pray to Corellon.
Blessed you. Thank you again.
I nod.
I wish you well.
I nod and make my way. Before I leave, I pray to Corell real quick, like just a couple seconds, and I go immediately to the Tiefling boy.
Alright, you head down there, and he's whimpering, trying not to make too much noise. He seems very, very frightened. He's got to be no older than 10. He's dressed up to like an adventurer. It's got an eye patch, a small bow, a quiver with toy arrows.
That's adorable.
And you startle him.
Hey, buddy. Hey, don't worry. I'm a good guy. See, we're adventurers. We're fellow bow brothers. And I show him my bow, and like, hey, is everything okay? Are you all right? Are you hurt?
My friends, my friends, they got bandits.
Oh.
The halflings, the music ones.
Oh. Pavel looks really sad. I'm sorry to hear that, little buddy.
I was going to get them some water, and then there was an explosion, so I ducked behind here. And then there was a plop. I heard something fall in the barrel, and I found this. And he produces a gold chain with several small red baubles attached to it. 2 red baubles attached to it. I don't know if it have to do with the explosion, but I would go and keep it. It looks kind of fancy. Maybe I can buy in my own house. I live just in my clubhouse at the moment.
Well, little buddy, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good thinking right there, but that would be, I think that would be stealing. Because something fell off somewhere and it fell on the ground. I mean, you know stealing is wrong, right, little buddy?
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, God damn it.
Got this, dude.
Okay.
That'll do.
Okay. And he hands it off to you, Pavel.
Well, no, I mean, okay, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it to proper authorities, all right, little buddy. Look, I'm really sorry to hear your friends
Mister,
are. Yes.
Can I come with you?
Of course. Come here, hold my hand, and I grab his hand, and we'll go deliver it to the watch together, and I'll make sure everything's all right with you. Maybe you have parents. I don't know what. Do you have by any chance family that we can contact?
No. I live in the clubhouse with my friends, Nat and Jenks.
All right, and is Nat and Jinx all right?
Yeah, they're in the clubhouse. They're okay.
All right, I'm good. I'm glad.
The
look,
two watch members have just approached you now, seeing you with the boy. Hold. What's going on here then? You know this is a crime scene here. Now, stand up, hands out, no weapons. Talk truth now, what's going on here?
Well, my little friend here, he was around when the fireball went off, and he was lucky enough to get out alive. He knew a couple of people over there inside the area zone with the fireball, the halflings, the one with the music, the strings.
So you were a survivor then, little boy. Tell us then, did you see anything? And he starts crying.
Hey,
Come on now, out with it then. What did you see, boy? Don't go lying to us. If you withholding anything, boy, that's hampering justice. You could go to jail for a very long time.
Sir. He didn't see anything. First thing happened was a fireball. He ducked out of the way. Next thing he know, his friends are deceased. But all he did see was he heard something fall from the area he was in, and he found this. And Pavel shows him the golden chain and the red baubles on it.
They jump back. Whoa. Hold. Just stay very, very still. Do not move. We're going to ask you to hold the necklace very still. And do not move.
Pavel's scared himself, and he's holding the chain like, okay, can my little friend go, do his own thing or be somewhere safe?
Head on, bear boy. Head on over. See that man there? In the old brown cloak over there. You go on, head on into him and tell him what you saw. Okay. One of the guards accompany him, and he goes over to Safe.
Alright, you be safe, little buddy, and don't get in trouble. And as for me, what
he just asks you to
hold
hold the necklace there, and one of the guards ushers Barnabas to come over to you. My word! Be very careful with what you're holding there, Pavel. Do you understand what that is?
A fancy piece of jewelry?
It is more than just a fancy piece of jewelry. What you have in your hands is most likely the weapon used to cause the explosion. That is a necklace of fireballs. If you drop it, it will explode.
Oh my god! And Pavel's a little freaking out, still holding it, but he's like, oh Jesus.
It is okay. Just let me confirm what it is. I will handle it. And he holds
nods.
that.
Pavel slowly nods. Yeah.
He pulls out this wand. Yes, it's definitely magical aura. He starts divining with it, and then he casts a spell and places his hand on the necklace. Yes, confirmed. It is a necklace of fireballs. I can handle it safely.
Yeah, I'd rather not be anywhere near it if by any chance it caused that destruction over there.
Come with your friends now, Pavel. Come and join them.
Oh yeah, I remember you. You're the guy who when I first came here. All right, I'll go with you. He just.
Oh, you remember me?
Yeah, you're the guy who also recommended me the Tiger's Eye, the bookshop over there. I think it was a Tiger's Eye. I forgot.
Of course.
It's good to meet you again.
Yes. How could you forget me and my theme song?
Ah, yes, of course. How can I forget you and the theme song? Tiny Dancer!
But let's be serious now.
Yes.
This is a dire situation, what has happened here. However, I do appreciate your honesty in the matter, Pavel, and coming forward with the necklace.
Well, of course, after the many things have happened in a couple of days involving the law, I'd rather not have any other, what's the word I'm looking for? Mishaps, or bad doings, I guess you could say, so.
Ah, yes. That's why you should always trust in the watch. Now, I would ask you and your friends to step inside the manor. I want to have words with you.
Okay.
As you say.
Saith continues to just direct more of the watch force, and they start gathering up the bodies as well. As a wagon arrives, they start loading the bodies onto a wagon. Now, I do appreciate your initiative, but you should not get involved with this investigation. Having you involved will introduce too many complications. However, as a courtesy, I will share with you the results of my investigation. The gnome that you saw, that father saw, yes, I have been told that she saw a burning man running away. You can confirm this, Pavel, that she told you the same story.
Yes.
Yes. The dead gnome, he was running from 4 armed pursuers. However, one of them escaped, and that is the burning man that you saw. This gnome seemed to have been moving towards your tavern. Do you know this dead gnome over here? He points to the dead gnome outside. You see just a horribly disfigured face. You guys don't recognize him.
I've only remember a halfling who shovels dung. So, yeah.
This is too strange to be a random incident. But it appears neither the gnome or the pursuers saw the blast coming, and from the necklace and the figure spotted on the roof, I conclude that it was the strange puppet figure that threw the necklace that caused the explosion. Watch your backs, and trust in the watch. I'll ask you to remain inside while we clean up the scene of the crime. And he leaves.
Of course, sir. Alright, he's gone. Alright, so...
Squidly enters as well.
Oh.
I told them that I lived here. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, little buddy. Oh, guys, this is I don't know what his name is, but
Yeah, who's the kid, man?
Squidwy.
Widway. He's a kid. I saw. He was actually. Do I still have the necklace, Seb?
No, it's gone.
Yeah, he took it as evidence.
Oh.
Key evidence.
Well, this is a kid I saw outside by himself crying. I decided to go see what's wrong, and he had a pretty crucial piece of evidence with this whole thing that happened. So, yeah, you know, like, be kind to him, I guess.
Alright, start cleaning the house, buddy. You're
What?
gonna stay
No.
here, you're gonna work.
Are we not orphanage now? Like, are we just taking in strays? I did not ask for a pet.
I can queen. Are you adventurers? Are you a wanger? I want to be a wanger like you.
I'm a kid eater. Stay away from me.
You're both tieflings, like, what?
He really takes a liking to you, Bruce, though.
Ah! Screaming at him.
Oh, you were cool.
Roland just looks and kind of laughs.
Make an intimidation check, Rousseau. He hides behind Pavel. I didn't like him. I don't want to be like that stupid Ed. I want to be like you.
Well, if you want to be like me, little buddy, just do right in the world and try to be a righteous person.
Okay.
I do not know about you guys, but I am kind of itching to go back to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to bed too.
Do you mind?
Oh, shit. What time is it?
Oh, wait!
Go try
It's too late, man. Give you 2 weeks notice, man.
Oh no.
I forgot about my job too.
Oh,
I think Knox's job is fairly important.
It is.
Copying self-employed, boys. Living the dream.
Man, it doesn't look like they're going to be cleaned up for quite a while, Pavel.
Damn it. I gotta go talk to Jalistray. Oh my god, my employer, Jesus.
You sneak out the other window on this side, Pavel.
Is that even possible, Seb?
It is. You do see quite a few guards stationed at just about every exit. There seems to be one sort of captain at each exit. You do see nobles talking to the captains, and some of them are allowed to leave. You can imagine you're not the only one that has stuff to do, especially in this middle upper class area of Waterdeep. Nobles would not stand for being held.
Well, then again, I got this little fella, Weavy, but Wivey,
Squidwy.
Squidly. I gotta take care of him. I mean, damn it.
He sleeps in your bed.
He's sleeping in the room, not in the bed.
Oh, is that a tower?
I did not know you were into that, Pavel.
Can I turn the tower into a castle?
God. In a second. God damn it, Knox. No, it's just look. I have younger siblings. All right. I kind of feel bad for the kid. So like, yeah.
You gotta take his friends in too, then.
What?
You just took him away from his friends.
I never took him.
Does this mean you're going to make him feel good? Because that's...
Is your name Dad now?
No. It's just more like an older brother. But I mean, just
This place is haunted too, kid.
It's true. It's true. It is haunted.
Oh, Queen, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Never mind.
Pour me some water.
Oh, wait, no.
No liquor.
Can I play in the tower? I can make it my castle.
Just
And those tables.
just look. Why? Wait. I don't even know how do you pronounce his name, Seb? I can't say it.
Squibbly, come here.
Squidly.
Squibbly. Squidly.
Squidly.
And Nox waves him over to the bar.
Squiddly.
Come here. Come here.
I'm gonna open up the trap door and point him inside.
Oh, is that a dungeon?
Oh,
Come on down.
No. Wait, no, Squidly, no, don't go down there.
If there's rats down there, I can kill the rats.
Yeah, there's all the rats. You
Knock
eat them
yourself
too.
No.
Okay, I'm going in.
you know what? Hey, Squidly, I will pay you a copper for every rat you kill.
Really? Oh, you're
Yes,
amazing. I want to
Wait,
be
wait,
like you. You're a hero.
I want you to skin them too.
Wait, Squidly. Wait. Do you have anything to even kill them with?
I've got my wooden sword.
That's good enough.
Yeah,
They're
Seb,
rats.
is that good
that
enough?
should work.
Yeah, they're just rats. I mean,
Okay. Okay. Look. You keep yourself busy,
Regular-sized
Squidly,
rats.
but just. God damn it, guys.
Come on down.
he goes down there and starts fighting the rats. He goes on his first rat quest.
Don't worry, we'll make him a rat slayer.
God damn it. Now I gotta go to work. All right. I gotta go, guys. God damn it.
So you
Too
gonna
much.
pay me- you gonna
Too
pay me
much
for
going on.
kidding?
How much do you want? How much do you want?
No.
Nah,
Thorn,
you're
come here. Come. You're not doing anything today. Thorn can babysit.
Just give me a couple hours. I'll be right back. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna be late, but hopefully it's something.
They will probably understand. I mean,
Everyone leveled up to level 3, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I leveled up this time, Seb. I didn't forget like last time. I did it this
No
time.
problem. Just want to remind everyone. Squidly just leveled up too.
Good.
Alright, Pavel,
Nice.
you head out to the meeting place, but they're not letting you out. You need to make a persuasion check to try and persuade one of the captains to let you go.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking try. I'm getting a call. Hold up.
Why aren't you here yet?
Hold on. Let me make a persuasion check, and
It's
then
your
I
boss.
gotta answer this call. I gotta
Okay.
answer this call.
They let you leave.
We have anything
God
to
damn
cook
it.
in the kitchen?
What's that?
Do we have anything to cook in the kitchen? We have any food?
No, it's run down. The hearth is caked
We
with
have
dust.
rations. We could probably make a fire and then heat up rations, kind of like microwave dinner.
Oi, Squidly, throw me up a rat. I'm cooking breakfast.
I'm on it.
Start cooking up a rat then. Who wants a rat?
I
No, thank
believe
you.
I would like to find breakfast. I want to walk over to Roland and I will sit down. So, I'm assuming you, well, obviously you saw the what I saw, right? The Zentarum was among many of the bodies.
Yes, I believe they were. I'm not sure if the guard noticed or not, but
Oh, I'm sure they'll know this once they start, like, examining the bodies, if they even bother. But, I do need to get a message out to, what's his name? Starman.
Deville Star Song.
Thank you! Yes, Star Song. I need to get a message at the Star Song.
Seb, I gotta go for like 10, maybe 20 minutes. I gotta help a bro lift some heavy stuff inside his house. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Just keep me busy at work or something and let
Yeah.
the whole thing continue on. Alright,
That's
I'll
alright.
see you later, guys. Alright, bye.
Alright, Pavel goes off to do his work for the day. And what about you, Nox? You're just casually sitting there. You're supposed to be like doing all this hard labor.
I go like, I was hoping to use this as an excuse, but I probably should get going. But no, I need to get a message to Sasson to see what is to be done of this. So I guess I will.
You think that they were coming for you, like they were the Zentarum agents among the dead, that they were coming to warn you of something or to talk to you?
It could be. It could also just be happenstance that they have, were across the way, and just happened to be a larger congregation. They could have also been coming here to murder me because I did something horrible and I just don't know it. But I try not to dwell on those things. So I will, I guess, wander off to do my humiliation and hard labor until noon.
All right, you head off, Nox. So the weather is quite pleasant because it is spring. It's a bit warm, but there's a nice cool breeze accompanying it. It's blue sky, birds are singing, people are out on the streets, loving life. And you first head over to the local orphanage. You start making beds and start cleaning bed sheets under guard supervision. Then you report to Marana Huldark, a dwarf member of the Guild of Watermen, and you have to scrape barnacles off the docks for 2 hours. Then you have to deliver 30-pound casks that almost break your back, as you have to climb up steps up of the high walls that surround Waterdeep and deliver the water casks to all of the gate guards. And after all that takes you into about 10 bells. You spend the last 2 hours saying you're a stupid face over and over again with the bell. Ringing a bell.
The whole time I'm saying it, I am just deadpan and thinking in my head, I wish I had done something more exciting than just blowing them up with a fireball.
People are laughing at you and throwing rotten fruit at you. But it could be worse. You could be in some sort of manacles. I can't remember what
I could actually be in prison.
Yes,
Yeah.
it could be that too.
Okay, so I'm assuming after the noon bells, I can get down, go take something resembling a bath.
Okay. As you arrive back, Pavel gets back with you too, actually. Roland, Brucel, did you guys want to do anything else for that morning? You don't have to. Just if something came to mind, obviously, you're welcome to.
I think what Roland would have done, since he would have had kind of the morning, the rest of the morning, would he be able to get over to the statue of Timora in the Seaward?
Sure.
He would try his luck. He'd try to throw he'd try to throw a shard into the hand, just to see if he could.
All right, you head over to the Sea Ward. First of all, drays are quite good today. It only cost you 2 copper.
Nice.
Also, Nox, it costs you 2 copper as well for your dray that you have to get. But a lot of the places are within walking distance. And I'll just deduct Pavel's as well to and from work.
Cool.
All right, you head over to the statue of Timora in the Sea Ward. As you head there on the dray, you see the Tower of Luck, Temple of Beauty. People are lining up to get primped and preened, and you head by the House of the Moon. You see the statue of Timora. And there are a lot of people all waiting to Yes, all waiting to throw a hand into this Lady Luck. People have these. There are people like selling these fake gold coins with the symbol of Timora on them. A lady who smiles.
How long is the line?
It only takes you about 10 minutes. You get there pretty early in the morning before a lot of the tourists, per se, flock in.
Alright. I will not buy any of the fake gold coins.
Occasionally you'll hear someone sort of yell out in excitement and jumping up and down as they are blessed by Timora. And finally you get there to throw a single gold piece, did you say? A single dragon?
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky. I'll throw a dragon.
Roll me a D100.
Oh man, I have no idea.
You take one shiny gold dragon. And you throw it into the hand and you don't get anything back.
Well, it's just interesting, so that's fine.
And the person right after you throws a coin in, and then they sort of gasp, look! And they have a big handful of gold in their hands that just magically appear.
Damn.
It seems the lady has smiled on you, friend.
People are saying the same prayer. A copper to the lady returns tenfold in gold.
Oh, maybe I should have thrown a copper.
It's just a
Well,
saying.
if you rolled well, think of that.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Could have been a rich man.
yeah. I mean, you're seeing like 1 in 100 people get something back.
Yeah. Well, it was something at least.
But while you're there, you do take note of some of the other temples there, notably the House of the Moon, and there are plenty of parks with people picnicking and whatnot. It's so lovely, so lovely, especially in the Sea Ward with all the row houses, the architecture, and the nice, allotted manners and whatnot. It's really nice.
I'll just take a nice walk. A nice walk strumming on my guitar as I go before I head back.
There are there's an example of some of the houses in the Sea Ward.
Ooh, nice.
Every single lantern is polished and has a candle in it. Quite the opposite of the dock wards. And you do take note of another walking statue, the Sahagin Humboldt. A sort of a laying down giant Sahagin, sort of facing towards the harbour. And it's just a nice day. It's just pleasurable. Just walking around is just pleasurable. And did you say you're going to head back after that?
Yeah, I was just gonna take a nice walk and then head back
Yeah.
when I figured everybody else would be kind of rolling in.
No need to get a dray. It's just nice walking. Especially there's this sort of disparity between the Sea Ward and the North Ward as well. But people are smiling and just laughing and really enjoying everything. So that afternoon, you guys sort of all happen to be around the manor as Pavel and Nox return home. Well, provided that's what you do, Nox.
I did want to stop by and see Star Song on the way home.
Okay. You drop by the Yawning portal. And he's there. Just sitting near the well, having a nice mead.
I will saunter over, grabbing a drink because I'm like tired and cranky, and sit down and kind of just lightly pull up my shirt sleeve a little bit to reveal the tattoo, and then put it back.
Alright, you see DeVille. He sort of nods at you. Good work, my friend. How goes it?
Well, I must say, this morning proved to be an interesting thing. There was an explosion near the manor in which my compatriots and I reside, and of the bodies, a fair number of them happen to be of Zentarum. I was wondering if you knew what, if anything, could be done about that.
My. That is interesting. I am afraid I was not involved in that incident. But you have done well to report this, Nock. I shall look into the matter. The Zentarum are targets by the Xanathar. They would have our heads, Nox. You understand this? If given the chance, they would slaughter each and every one of us.
I do understand. It appears that the instrument used was a necklace of fireballs. I would imagine to be a very rare and pricey item to acquire.
There may be a rat among us, Nox. I think our investigation starts here. You've been to Schema Weird Bottles concoctions, have you not?
I have. The surly looking little man.
Go to him and get 4 potions of mind reading. I'm going to organize a meeting for you at the Godcatcher statue. It's one of the enormous statues in the castle ward. There you will meet a lady in a purple cloak. She will pay you. You may keep the tip. Now, I must head off. Stay safe, Nox, and watch your back.
Will do. And I put my hand on my chest and kind of that gesture of like, have a good day.
We don't do that. We don't do that, Nox.
You may not, but I do. I was just trying to be polite.
He leaves. And the usual suspects are in the tavern. Bonnie is awkwardly spilling drinks. Dernan is there just polishing a mug. Obias sits there patiently staring at the well. Chalister is talking to a grizzled warrior. Thackeray and Camden are there enjoying a mead. Maloon's there being popular, and Floon and Volo are renegading.
I could not come to the tavern without trying to hit on Bonnie, so I want to saunter over to Bonnie.
Hi Nox. Have you tried the ale here?
Bonnie, we both know. I've tried the ale many times, every time from you, because I would take it from no one else. But tell me, when will you join me on the nice stroll in the evening outside? You cannot work every day.
I have to work, Nox. I'm sure, yes, I will get a day off one of these days. But for now, I need to make money, okay?
Well, that is completely understandable. Question, would you be interested in earning coin on the side?
Maybe. What doing?
I would be more than happy to pay for whispers and rumors you might pick up around the bar. People typically speak out of turn and openly once the cups are flowing. If you could relay such things to me, I would be very, very appreciative.
She looks a little hesitant. Then you notice this like halfling just merrymaking near the hearth. Sort of just looks at Bonnie like with this strange look. Yes, of course. How much are you paying me, Nox? She immediately just becomes enthusiastic.
Well, that depends on the type of information you acquire. For things that you obviously can spout a decent amount of, relay about, I'd be more than happy to pay upwards of a dragon.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is good. I will keep my eyes open to hear some rumors for you.
Yes, please just keep your wits about you and your ears open, your eyes, and let me know what you find.
Yes, of course. I must get going now, Nox.
I will hand her, I'll drop 5 silver on her table, on her little...
Oh, that is excellent. Thank you, Nox. Thank you very much. You should try the ale. Okay, bye.
Fair enough.
You! Nox! Nox! Volo beckons you. Noxy! My friend! Come here!
I roll my eyes and saunter, kind of do the whole, face palm as I walk a little bit, shaking my head knowing I'm going to regret it.
I'd offer you a drink, my friend Nox, but... Floon nods at you as well. Floon sort of...
my friend?
He's sort of tilting side to side. The strong smell of liquor is just permeating off of him. He looks unshaven, unkempt.
It's like lunchtime, isn't it?
Yes. You can see both of their flagons are topped up, and there is about 10 flagons on their table. Even Volo lets out this loud birch. Oh, my, the ale is divine here. I would offer you for a drink, Nox, but Rainier was here earlier. He was looking for you. He was asking if you're okay. I sent him to Trollskull Manor.
Oh, you did? Okay, that doesn't give me much time. When was he here?
Oh, not long ago, actually. I believe he said he was going to drop by after lunch.
Okay, well then I should be on my way. I do not want to miss him. He did get me out of a pinch.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm glad you're okay then. Toodaloo. Next time you're by, stop in for a drink with you. If you can keep up. Cheers, Floon. Cheers. I do say, Nox, you are extraordinary. The time when you got the beholder and you put it down.
On my way out,
my life.
This gnome here was kind of piquing an interest.
Yeah, a halfling.
Oh, halfling. All right. Can I make a perception check to kind of take note of exactly who and what he is, like a visual, okay, I'm going to remember who you are.
Yeah, you don't need to make a perception check. You get a pretty good grasp of what he looks like. You've seen him before. Doesn't seem to. He usually he usually hangs around. You see him drinking with a couple other patrons, occasionally talking to Bonnie and talking to Maloon as well.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and head on out back to the manor. Try and catch up before Flynn leaves.
Okay.
Before Never Ever leaves.
The drays are running quite quickly still. You can cross off another 3 nibs and get a dray back.
Seb,
Welcome
I am
back. All right, you've just finished. You've just
What?
finished your work, Pavel. Good timing.
Oh, good. Well, but okay. So wait, when we were in the Yawning portal, I wasn't actually there. I was actually at work.
Yeah,
it was just me there.
You arrive, Pavel, and you actually, by luck, catch the 2 halflings and the 2 half elves as they're actually sweeping some of the streets, and they really do not care that you were late. They sort of just shrug their shoulders and say that, well, I'm not going to tell on you.
Aw, thank you.
But you're already guarding us. But I don't know why the City Watch think that we need guarding. We haven't had any real trouble. I know there's been blood on the streets, but there's no need for any of that. Well, thank you, Pavel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't be late now. I'm going to start
try not,
charging
sir.
you.
Yeah, hopefully, one nib or one shard. Hopefully,
I'm just
one
joking.
shard for every time I'm late.
Nay bother at all, friend.
Thank you very much, my good sir. I greatly appreciate it.
Alright, as you arrive back, Pavel, Nox arrives close to around the same time, and Roland and Brucel are sort of just sitting around a table, and Rainier is there.
I gotta check on the kiddo, the tiefling Squidly.
He's just playing in the tower. He managed to pick the lock and escape from the cellar. No,
We didn't lock him in.
he's
Okay,
playing
this
castle
out.
in the tower.
I want to say, kind of like yell, but not like a loud voice. Be like, Squidly, be careful up there. Don't get too close to the edge.
Of course, Daddy, I'm okay.
I'm not Squidly. I'm not your father. I'm.
You
Yes,
know.
Daddy, please. Papa.
I'm not ready to have kids.
I'm a wed dragon now.
Yes, Squidly,
I leveled up.
you're a red dragon. Congratulations,
Oh, yeah.
Squidly. What? Yeah.
Rene, I did want to mention to you, thank you for what you did. You did not have to, but it is, trust me, it is very much appreciated.
Why, that is very nice of you to say, Nox. I know that deep down you have no evil in your heart. Why?
That is not what my mother used to say, but I appreciate it.
It was the least I could do. I owed you my life.
So, tell me, what brings you by our rather modest abode at this time?
I heard about the explosion, and I wanted to come to see if you're all okay.
Well, as far as we can tell, we are of the unscathed and unharmed. Aside from some, as you say, disgruntled early morning wake-up.
I have heard the Zentarum were involved. Please, let us sit. Tell me what has happened here.
So, I mean, the Zentarum were involved, but may I ask, what do you know of the Zentarum?
Well, I told you. They are trying to get the Stone of Galore. That is why I was kidnapped. And flown too. Of course. If the rumors are true, and my father did embezzle that gold, I'm sure that the Zentarum would use it for their own evil ends. But I did not come here to discuss the Zentarum, please. I need to know what you know about the explosion. It may have something more to do with the Stone of Galore.
From what we can gather, and please, friends, correct me if I'm wrong, we had, there were a number of victims, but Pavel, you said that there was a puppet man?
Okay, yeah, I would say like I did tell you stuff, but no, it was a very thin man, burned face from what Follow told me. Burned face, cloak, heading towards the bent nail, either on the rooftop or inside. That's the thing I want to know. I want to go talk to Carpenter over to see what he saw, but other than that, that's all I was told from Paula.
Sorry?
Oh, that's right,
You say
the other person told us.
a burnt man and a puppet man?
Well, the puppet man was very burn looking, is what Follow said. He was very thin. Very, very thin. Probably like a twig.
No. Pavel, I think that there were two separate people. You had the
Two different
puppet
people,
man
my friend.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
seen escaping across the rooftops, where the burnt man was seen walking on foot.
Ah, okay.
And the weapon of choice appeared to have been a necklace of fireball that was
Yes.
just half-heartedly discarded at the scene of the crime.
That is bizarre. So there are still criminals at large. You may be in danger. And among the victims, I heard there were Zents. By chance was one of them a gnome?
I do believe there were a number of gnomes. Did you have one specifically in mind?
There was one gnome.
That's right. The others were elves and whatnot. Yes, there was one gnome.
Just as I suspected. I'm afraid to tell you this, but you may be inadvertently wrapped up in this whole situation. When the Lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I thought his long dark shadow was finally gone for good. The truth is, I wanted nothing to do with him, but his spies. They hound me. One of them, a gnome named Dalakar, he had been watching me for many months. Then about 10 days ago, the spy was suddenly nowhere to be seen. Now my father, he did not trust many people, but by God, he trusted that gnome. I spoke to a few of Dalakar's friends. Apparently he was on a special mission to retrieve the Stone of Galore. He was afraid that the Zhentarim and the Xanathar Guild were close to catching him. When he heard about my kidnapping, he wanted more information about the adventurers that had rescued me. I told him that you are ones to be trusted. I think Dalakar was planning to pay you to deliver the Stone of Galore to my father in Neverwinter. But it seems someone else got to him first. I may have hidden a little truth from you all, but I wish to be honest now. Yes, my father did indeed embezzle a very large sum. And the stone is the key to finding it. To finding 500,000 dragons.
Roland leans forward. Really?
Nox spits out the drink he was drinking, like...
Wow.
Squidly, clean this up.
Oh, I'm a level 1 maiden now.
Squidly, you don't. Warren does. Sorry, you go third, and then I'll go.
Squiggly, go play in Pavel's room. Go.
Yeah, go play Dragons and Dungeons somewhere else.
I'm going to go play Houses and Humans.
Don't touch our weapons.
Okay, Daddy.
God damn it.
Pavel.
Now listen, we must act quick. We cannot trust the City Watch. Why?
Oh no.
We leave matters in their hands and the treasure will be gone by the time they get to it. This puppet man. It sounds like a construct, yes?
Yes, I'd say that's probably the best description we could give.
I have no idea what a construct is.
It is a mechanical
mechanized
being.
human. You know, the tinkerers do that.
Yes.
Clockwork.
Now, I do know that the House of Inspired Hands, they perhaps import constructs, such as the one you saw, from Lantern, as they worship Gond, the mechanical god. You may find answers about the puppet man, what it is, at the House of Inspired Hands. I will speak with my contacts in the Harpers, and I will return to you tomorrow with what I have learned. I would also suggest, if you could, hiring a cleric to speak with the dead, and confirm that it was indeed Dalakar for me. Would you do that favor for me, my friends?
Fairly soon, we'd be happy to. I did have one hiccup in this whole plan. How are we to see the bodies? We do not have credentials nor means to bolster our way in without just breaking it.
Pavel, I have heard word that you are a member now of the Lord's Alliance, are you not?
Why, yes, I am. I guess word spreads around quickly. A farmer boy being in Lord's Alliance.
Perhaps you could approach your senior in the Lord's Alliance and organize for a ritual. Clerics are allowed to speak with the dead in a respectful manner. It is common practice among many interested parties, as long as they're given the proper authority.
My friend, Rainier, for the favor that you did for my friend Knox here, which I'm grateful to you for. I'll make it happen. I'll make it so. I'll go talk to my senior and see if I can arrange a cleric to speak with the dead with one of the bodies, a gnome specifically.
Very well. I'll meet you back here at high noon. Take care, my friends. And do
as
well.
Well as you, Rainier.
Bye.
He leaves.
500,000 dragons, huh?
That is a lot of money.
Gentlemen, I do believe we now have a new purpose in life, and that purpose is to be the first one to touch all of that beautiful gold.
I think the 500,000 dragons would be more than enough to get this place up and running again, don't you think?
Oh, I think it could do a lot more than that.
I'm sure it could.
So, we gotta get that cleric.
Yeah, that's another question. Yeah, how much would a hiring cleric be?
You have no idea. You could make maybe a religion check, Pavel, to try and see if you know.
Whatever. I would like if everyone were to as well, because I mean, yeah.
What, look for a cleric?
You're not sure, Pavel. You've never really had experience. So. You do know, obviously, if you go to a temple, you can get spellcasting services. You wouldn't be aware of the price, though.
I'm gonna go speak with my senior more about that, see how much it would cost, and see if he could do me the favor, if I can. Respectfully, of course, just to, I wouldn't know, you guys, just speak with you, I really wouldn't know what to say to him. I mean, should I just go up to him and just say, hey, like, sir, if I could please ask, can you please let me see one of the deceased corpse of a gnome from...
No. Pavel, no. This is not how you would do this. You would approach him and be like, respectfully, my good friend, and you'd point to me.
Okay.
Knew the gnome and would like to ask him what has happened, because he and I were good friends from when we were children. And you would say it would be a good favor.
Okay. I mean, why not let us just tell, that Rainier would want to know him. I mean, Rainier is a noble after all. Maybe he has a little more sway into things. Do you think, or no?
I agree. Where the name does carry weight, it also carries eyes. Do you not agree, Roland? Roussel?
Yeah, his father was a prominent figure.
Prominent figure, but it's more about. I would say that dropping unwanted.
I would say that dropping names could be dangerous.
Okay.
We should try to keep this as much between us and not others. While Rainier is is generous enough to share the information with us, we should try to keep him as far away from it, not only for his sake, but also for our own.
Alright, I'm glad I talked with you guys about it. Alright then, let's go. Before we do, I'd like to make a stop somewhere, if possible.
Sure.
Okay. I need to go to either the Tiger's Eye or the place where the Greyjoy, one of the two libraries that we've only known.
Okay. There's not the Tiger's Eye, it's the Bookworms.
Bookworm, yes, that one.
The Bookworm's treasure. Alright,
Yes.
you head on over to the Bookworm's treasure and you still see a few guards around. People are not walking down the street at all. And you meet Richard. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, while he's doing this, we're gonna be meeting up back at the
Yawning portal?
if Pavel's gonna go, the Yawning portal. While he's doing this, can I go acquire the 4 balls of mind reading
Sure.
and then meet them there?
Sure. We'll get onto that next. Welcome. How goes it?
It goes well, Rochelle. I must ask you for some help on a book I need to find.
I hope it's nothing to do with a fireball spell now. That was quite a startling incident. I'm glad Bookworm's treasure was okay. One small fire like that and this whole place would go up in flames.
I'm also glad that this place was nowhere near the area. It'd be a shame if all these books were to catch on fire. It'd be a great travesty, in my opinion.
Of course it would. This is my life's work. Within these tomes, vellums, and scrolls. What can I help you with, my friend?
Rochelle, I would like to ask you if by any chance you would have the book, or a book similar to it. First of all, 2 things. Would you happen to have a book called Volo's Guide to Magic for Dummies?
Ha! I only carry books of high quality in my shelves.
It's just, the thing is, Rochelle, is I've been meaning, or wanting to actually, with all the other, my friends being magic users, me maybe taking up some magic here and there or so, you know?
Of course. It takes a lot of study, though. I could certainly give you a starter book. A few small cantrips here and there that you could study.
Alright, yeah. Give me whatever you can get. Whatever I can get. I greatly appreciate it.
Of course.
I need to
just
study as much as I can now.
Make sure you return them on time, because I know where you live.
Of course. There'd be no excuse of me not coming over here and bringing back the book.
I just joke with you, my friend. Take your time. Read it as you must. What else can I get for you?
By any chance, has Volo's Guide to Under Tables and Floors reached shelves yet?
As I said, I only carry quality books. That Volo, the last book he released, was Volo's Guide to Monsters. That was many years ago. He hasn't made another one since.
So, he wouldn't be making books like the 2 I just said?
No. Not that I've heard of. And I get my books directly from some of the broadsheet publishers.
Interesting. This is new information to me. I was waiting to see those 2 books come to life, but I guess not.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Alright, well, I'll take the books and be on my way, Rochelle. I have a meeting to go to right now. I greatly appreciate your help, and I'll make sure to bring back the books in a timely manner.
Take care, friend.
Goodbye!
Alright. While that's happening, Nox heads down to cross off 3 more nib Nox as you head all the way down to the trades ward to meet with Schemo. And Brucel and Roland, are you guys going with him? Or are you doing this by yourself, Nox?
I'll go with him. Stretch the legs.
Yeah, no, it's fine by
No,
me.
it's a company. Make sure she doesn't do anything, crazy.
Or you could just stop by the Yawning Portal Tavern as well. It's very close by. And I will presume that you go with them as well, Pavel. So Sorn is going to he's very scared from the fireballs, so he's just fixing the windows and whatnot. And he's got some other jobs to do.
Watching the kid.
Yeah.
He's suffering from sun sickness. He can't be outside right now.
Yeah. He only comes out at night. Alright, Nox, you head over again to this small, innocuous shop with no sign out the front. There's nothing more than just a small wing snake marking burned above the handle, and again Schimo's horrid face appears from behind the curtains, and then he lets you in, closes the door behind you, make sure no one else comes in. I have been expecting you, Nox.
I believe you have. I'm here to receive a package.
Yes, I have the goods. And he takes out this black coffer, places it on the dusty, horseshoe-shaped wooden bench. Would you like to inspect the goods first?
If you do not mind.
Of course. He shifts it around and opens the coffer. It's lined with red silk. There are 4 potions neatly lined up inside. He nods at you, giving you the go-ahead.
I'm assuming to inspect the potions themselves would be an Arcana check?
Yep, you can make an Arcana check. You do see that there's this purple liquid in them, and there's this little ovoid cloud of pink floating within the purple. You pop the cork, smell it, inspect it. They're all potions of mind reading.
I place them back and nod. Thank you, my friend. I will be on my way.
Very well. Good day.
Good day to you. And I will leave not abruptly, but like briskly, seeing as he doesn't like small talk.
Okay, and it's another few copper to get over to the Godcatcher. You have to get another dray and walk a little bit. You walk past the market, which is absolutely bustling, and there are crowds and crowds of people. The dray takes a little bit longer this time because of just how many wagons and pedestrians are walking along the streets. But you arrive at the statue in due time. You see the Godcatcher statue, a massive alabaster man with a spherical alabaster ball floating above his hand, and scaffolding houses carved into and around the statue with wooden ladders leading up to different entrances. And
that's
just
something you don't see every day.
Just as you everyone can see the screen, right?
It's just black for me.
Let me take off, and I don't need any dynamic lighting. Let me take it off so you guys can just sort of see this play out. So you head over to the statue, and there are several parks around, Nox, more people picnicking and whatnot. There are a few row houses around, and there are a lot of people standing around the statue. A few artists sketching the statue as well. You see people going up and down the ladders and buying goods and souvenirs as their actual shops sort of built in and around the statue. And there's just a large floating ball hovering like 100 feet overhead. The statue itself is about 90 feet tall. Let me see if there is a little bit of artwork. Might be able to. Sort of looks like this. This isn't the statue in question, but that's to get an idea of the sheer magnitude of
The
these
size.
statues. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big. They're really big.
So you see a nice coach trailer sitting here with two pristine black draft horses waiting for you right near the statue, just as you expect. There are purple draped curtains around the sides of the coach. And as you near, you hear a female's voice call to you. Enter.
I will get in the cart.
There's a strong scent of lavender perfume, and everything inside the coach is purple. Purple drapes, purple seats, purple stuffed cushions. The lady in question, she wears a black mask. She has a purple a cowl over her head. It looks like this. Hello there,
My
Nox.
kind of woman.
I am the Black Viper. That is what you will know me as.
Okay, Miss Viper.
She clicks her fingers and the coach starts taking off. Let's talk and ride. And the wagon takes off quite abruptly. The wind is blowing through the drapes. So, Nox, did you get what I wanted?
I believe so, and I hold out the carrying case.
Ah, yes. Show me the goods.
I turn it around in my lap and open it up, revealing all 4 potions, untouched.
She looks at them. Eeny, meeny, miny. Good, now drink this one. I want to make sure they're not poisoned.
Okay, I down it without thought, knowing this is going to be really entertaining.
Make a constitution save. Alright, you drink it and it tastes quite good, Nox. A little bit sweet. But it does not go down well. There are sharp pains all through your stomach. And you feel sort of sick. But luckily you have a tough gullet. So, how is it? You don't seem to be enjoying that.
Well, it is. Excuse me. It is not something. While sweet, it is not something that's the most enjoyable thing to drink if you are not doing so on a full stomach.
Stop the coach. I understand. Now you may leave. Out at once.
Okay. And I sort of step out. As I step out, can I try and detect her thoughts?
No, you're not getting any effects of a potion of mind reading. You just feel sick. Oh, and Nox! She pokes her head out of the purple drape. Catch! And she throws a black velvet pouch to you.
I catch it.
It's kind of light. There's only about a dozen or so coins in there. And then the coach takes off, and you find yourself out the front of the Yawning portal. Lo and behold, though, there are 15 moon crescent-shaped coins in the pouch. 15 harbor moons, platinum pieces.
Okay.
Wow.
And your renown goes up with the Zentarum. Oh, that ranks you up as well. You now have 3 renown. So you become. I have to. What is the next rank of the Zentarum? I think it's a wolf or something. Let me double check.
But I don't get to detect thoughts for 15 minutes.
It did not. It was not a potion of mind reading. Definitely.
Wait a second, I thought it was. I did the Arcana check and everything. I'm so confused.
So am I.
It tasted like one, and it smelt like one, but when you drunk it, it was more like a potion of poison.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Ooh.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Right, motherfucker. And your rank is now wolf. Okay. You're all at the Yawning portal now. A meeting place for everyone. So you come into the tavern and it's jolly as all. People are sort of staring at you as if the word of the fireball incident has travelled quick. Jalefta is there, talking to this grizzled warrior.
Alright. I look to my friends and I tell them just to go over what we said. Go over there, respectfully ask if I can see if my friend and me, or if my friend or me can see the gnome, and ask if the cleric can talk to the dead.
Ah, Pavel, my friend. You've come for a knockoff drink. Excellent. Come and drink with us. Drink with the real men. Don't be shy now, boy. You're one of us now.
I walk over.
They start singing the Lord's Alliance theme song.
Oh.
Now, what is this, boy? Tell us. I've heard there's been some trouble in Trollskull Alley. An explosion of sorts.
Yeah, there was a great incident involving, sadly, many lives. Too many for anything really. A fireball was shot through, I don't know what means. I guess magic, and it was truly a tragedy in my opinion.
Why? That is terrible. Well, did they catch the culprits?
So far, from what the police told us, the watch, they're still investigating it right now, I think.
Ah, those Northward Watch. They're lazy, I tell you. If I was in charge of that ward, I tell you. So I'm glad you're okay, Pavel. You'll stay out of trouble now. I'm sure they'll catch the culprits in due time, but I would not hold your breath.
I hope.
What is it you speak of a cleric, my boy?
I didn't say that here.
Well,
I was speaking that.
I presume that you told him before. Yeah.
I didn't sit down. I was still at the door when I was coming in, and I was all like, "Okay, guys, should I?" But I guess I tell Jalester. Yeah, actually, I was wondering, since you told me that one time, if I was ever in trouble in the law, which I'm not. Don't worry. I can rely on the Lord's Alliance, but instead of that, I graciously asked you, Jalester, if you can do me the favor of being able to let my friend and me over there, pointing to Nox, see one of the deceased from the attack at the fireball, specifically a gnome. As you could see, he was a good friend of his back in the days, childhood friends actually, and I was wondering if I can get a cleric to speak with the dead with him in order for my friend to know what was his last thoughts.
You're asking a lot, boy. It's 25 dragons to hire a cleric to cast Speak with the Dead. Do you know that?
No, but that is more than I make in a month as a farmer. Jesus.
Don't you worry, my boy. The Lord's Alliance, we unite, we stand together. Meet the cleric at the morgue cellar house on 6 bells.
Jallister, thank you so much, sir. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I'm glad to be a part of a great organization such as the Lord's Alliance, and I extend my hand out for a shake.
Very well. Give you a firm handshake.
Yes.
Rousseau,
All right, then.
as you're just hanging around the tavern, this stable boy comes up to you. Excuse me, sir. May I request your audience? You are wanted in the stable house. And he flashes a symbol of the Emerald Enclave.
Ooh.
Right this way. He takes you outside and into the stable house attached to the Yawning Portal Tavern.
Hope I don't die.
Hopefully,
Alright.
or get in trouble.
Takes you into this hay-filled stable house with rows and rows of horses poking their heads through the gaps, feeding and whatnot. Troughs lining the walls.
Welcome here.
Not the Falconmere, it's just the stable house.
Oh, I mean, are you from the Falcon? I asked him.
Oh no, I just stand here.
Where?
Just right here.
I like right here.
Like right in front of me. In front of the stable.
Okay.
Okay. And he walks out and closes the door. And you're just facing a face of a horse there. Just chewing hay. Rousseau!
Oh, there you are.
Hmm.
You speak through horses?
What do you mean? I am a horse.
Okay. What's up, horse?
I have been enlightened. Able to
Nice.
speak. I have an awakened mind.
How do you know me?
I have been told to pass a message on to you.
Okay. Shoot.
There is a man in the Yawning Portal named Sir Ambrose Everdorn. He's a grizzled old champion of Kellamvor. He has offered to help the city guard to catch a necromancer who's been stealing bones from the city of the dead and animating them as skeletons. He could use your help if you're not too busy. Of course, if you don't want to take this quest, just say nay.
Oh, boo.
It's perfect.
Alright, YOLO. I'll take it. What about you, horse? What's gonna happen with you?
I'm going to keep eating this hay.
Aren't you scared? I'm sure it don't take lightly to awaken horses.
He just starts neighing now, pretends he can't speak.
Okay.
Another stable boy comes in, sees you talking to the horse. Are you okay there, sir?
You! Get!
He holds his hand out. Just a nib or two, my good sir.
Never. What?
Half a nib. A piece of bread.
Clean up this hay.
Okay, I'm going.
Jesus. So mean.
I'm not good with kids, man. Necromancers.
Alright, so Sir Ambrose is sitting with Jalesta. He's this
Oh.
grizzled old man.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I don't know that yet, but I'm gonna call out, be like, Sir Ambrose, there's Sir Ambrose here.
He sort of nods and looks at you. Waves you over. Ah, my boy. Brosel. Good to see you. Isn't this nice? The Lord's Alliance and the Emerald Enclave joining forces, coexisting.
More or less.
Hi, Brissel.
What's up, Pavel?
Yes.
So, necromancers are here.
If only the Lord's Alliance could take a page out of our book and treat animals the same as humanoids are treated.
I guess.
Now, I would ask you and your companions to help me patrol the city of the dead at night time. Someone has been stealing bones and raising them up as skeletons. 5 of them attacked me. Of course, I'm an experienced warrior. I could handle them, but who knows how many will come next time.
True.
And it's an abomination. The dead should rest.
Yes.
I would ask you if you could patrol to see if they attack again.
Deal.
Very well. From 8 bells to 12 every night. I'll see you there.
Will we have any equipment?
Of course. Come armed.
Bludgeoning weapons, you know. Radiant weapons.
Don't you worry.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about the law. Undead. They're not people.
I mean, as well make sure, you know. I'm trying to cure or find.
You have full authority under my watch to use lethal force.
Okay, just don't. I mean, hanging when the guards come, man.
We are the gods.
Heard that.
Gillester is also there. Yes, this is sanctioned, don't worry. Sanctioned by my word.
Yeah, the Lord's Alliance.
Okay.
I just moved over so you guys could see the where that is as well.
Nice.
So, well, what do you guys want to do now?
I did want to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to get 3 strings some a nib, you know, play some tunes.
Yeah, I don't know, Seb, if you've been following the little side chat.
Oh, I missed that.
Rolling versus
Whoa,
3
damn, I
strings.
didn't even see that.
Yeah, you got a nat 20 for a Bard off.
Dude, Nats all day, dude. Not one hand.
3 strings is just trying to yell over your voice, Roland.
Well,
Why you gonna do me like that, Roland? Why you gonna do me like that?
Sorry about that, old chap.
How did the performance go, by the way? I heard the show was lit.
Oh.
Well,
Voice
for,
works.
for some people, and then I'll look to Nox.
I just cheers from the bar because I don't know actually what they're talking about.
Listen, Roland, and then as you guys are performing, and people throw 5 shards at you, Roland, for your performance.
Nice.
Suddenly, as the performance has stopped and people have settled back into enjoying their mead, and no one's really paying attention to this corner, 3 strings leans into you with this soothing, soft voice. You did well to outclass me, Roland.
Oh shit.
Do I recognize the voice?
No, it's 3 strings, but
It's still 3 strings.
No
It's just
voice.
okay. Oh, okay. What kind of game you playing here, 3 strings?
listen, Roland. I wish to offer you a chance. Rainier tells us you're a good bet. I'd offer you admission into the Harpers. If you choose to accept this, find one of the drays working in the city, pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her, find out if she's learned the identity of any Zent operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. Okay! And as I was saying, the Yawning portal is very good for mortals!
Roland will just nod, and walk back over to, finish his little performance and walk back over to the rest of the crew.
Alright, if you do accept that mission, here it is.
There's that small part in the back of my brain that's going like, we're going to end up on opposing factions and have to kill each other.
That's what I'm scared of.
If it happens, it happens.
Start our own faction.
I like the idea.
While the performance was finishing up, I'm just going to lean over to Yagra and just ask how her day is going and if she has any tasks for me to fulfill.
My day's alright. No jobs for you. Sorry, Pop.
That's no big deal.
What you
Can I
could
buy
do
you a
though
drink?
is, you can fetch me a drink. Go on then.
I just ask, I never remember his name, the bar owner, the bartender.
Durnan.
Durnan, thank you. I wave over Durnan. I buy her not just a beer. I want to buy like an actual like liquor, like a shot of something.
He's got some nice bourbon there.
That'll do.
It's Amnian carrion barrel, he calls it.
Fair enough. I buy her around, myself around as well.
I'm warning you. Durnan looks at you. It'll knock your socks off.
Hey, it's my favorite kind of thing to get. Something that will make my day.
This is a fancy drink. And that costs 1 dragon for 2 drinks. It's top shelf.
Jeez.
You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. I'm feeling rich right now.
It's a pretty big shot glass as well. Alright then, cheers! She cheers you, and you guys down it. Both of you will make a con save.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's nothing. I've drunk stronger capital. Locks. Well, you and your twin are really good at Zentarum. Gang, you're smart, Safiagawa.
I'm fine with you too, Yagra.
Goony goo goo. And she just sort of like sways around, just falls off her bar stool.
Oh no.
Yagra.
I'll leave a shard on the counter for Durnan as like a tip because that was awesome. That was worth the show.
Durnan's got a big grin on his face. He just chuckles. He doesn't really say much there. Takes the tip.
Walk over to
Gives you a
Roland, pat him on the shoulder, and just be like, "So, I'm assuming that we are done here. We can move on with our day."
No, you owe me a shard though.
Oh yes, and I pay him a shard as well. I gently pick up one of the corsets off the ground and just tuck it into his shirt.
Alright, it's getting into afternoon. You've still got a good few hours before you have the meeting to speak with the dead. And then after that, you'd probably want to go and patrol the City of the Dead.
I'll just speak to Abaya just a little bit, casual talk, see how she's doing. That's all I'm gonna do.
She's good. She
Seb,
asks
really
you for
quick.
magic items again.
And tell her the same thing.
He wishes you well.
Out of curiosity, if I wanted to leave a note for someone, would it probably be best for me? Or is that something that is normally done? Just is there like a mail carrier service, or is it like you just kind of ask somebody to deliver it and you hope they do it?
People usually use paper birds. These things.
Yeah,
I still have one.
I have one. How much do they cost to buy?
You'd have to try and find someone that can sell them because they are a magic item.
Right.
Okay.
They're not that common. They're uncommon, but yeah, you'd still need to do a little bit of fishing around to buy that. Bit of investigating.
Good to know. Okay. Yes. If not that, I would just. I'll put another shard on the bar and tell Durnan that if he sees the Ville Star song again, that I wish to speak to him.
He nods.
That's it.
Alright.
Seb, sorry about that. If we still have some time, I'd like to go to bed now, talk to the carpenter, see how he's doing, if he's alright and all that other stuff, and that's basically about it. Oh, and also inquire about buying finally some furniture for the tavern for once.
You want to head all the way back to Trollskull Alley now?
No, I mean, I'd rather not just, if we're not doing anything, then yeah, but if we are, then nah, I'm good.
It's kind of a hike. Like, if we're gonna come back here in like 2 hours.
Okay, then
Oh,
never
it's
mind.
not really, but what do you guys want to do now, though? Is the question.
So many things, but we don't know actually what to do. That's
So
the problem.
Pavel wants to drop by Trollskull Alley and speak to Tally.
And buy furniture. He wants to go antiquing.
I just want to I want to upgrade the tavern already.
Just to be
That's gonna take
fair,
some
I feel like we're not quite at that point yet. Now we're not at the point where we're like, hey, let's do those upgrades.
I think he just wants to like buy some furnishings, like some more, like a bed and stuff. Like a bed. You guys are sleeping on like your bed rolls at the moment. There's like no real furnishings. All the tables are like rotten and broken and stuff.
Roland's used to it.
But yes, you'll certainly be able to do that.
I mean, I've got nothing else. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else we need to do right now.
Yeah, anyone want to talk to anyone? You know, Roussel, Roland, anyone want to talk to? Anyone something to do? I mean, I picked up a magic book so I can get, you know, Eldritch Knight stuff.
I would ask. I might ask around to see if anybody knows of a dray operated by a talking horse.
Make an investigation check. Brucel tells you he just met a talking horse.
Yes.
Really?
It was weird. But, you know.
Like here, in the stables.
Yeah. Yeah, right outside.
Well,
But, you know. It was from the Enclave. So. It's nothing too out of the ordinary, I guess.
but then again, it's a talking horse. If it's not the one I'm looking for, then maybe it knows the other one.
Yeah, they're good at disguising themselves. That much.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Roland. Sorry.
so I was gonna start walking out to the stables then.
The stable boys there eagerly awaiting you. Ah, my sir! Ah, come to collect your steed?
Not quite. I'm here to, well, there was another tiefling that came along not long ago, and...
Oh yes, the one that doesn't tip. Yes, I remember.
Wow.
He
The
is a bit of an...
shade of it all.
He can be a bit of an ass, and then I'll give him...
Yes, you're not an ass though, are you, my lord?
Of course not. I'll give him a shard.
Damn.
My lord!
It's the one that I just got from Nox, so I'm not that worried about it.
What can I do for you? Shine your shoes?
Oh no, nothing like that. But the horse that he came in to look at.
Oh yes, this one. It takes you inside, and this is the one. Yes, he was talking to it. I think he's insane.
Oh really? Well, that'll be all for now. What's your name, boy?
My name. No one's ever asked me my name before. I'm Nevin.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Nevin. Thank you for your help.
Call me Nev. Wow. Are you going to, like, make me famous or something? I heard that performance inside. It was truly mesmerizing. I can sing. I can play the bucket.
The bucket.
Yes.
I think I'm actually proficient in with drums. I think. Let's see. Maybe I can come back and teach you a thing or two.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Roland. Yes. Well, I'll leave you to it. Thank you. I'm going to go practice.
Oh, it's a good lad.
The horse just looks at you with this, like, empty stare.
Hello. I heard that you can talk. Your name is not Maxine, is it?
What? Maxine? How dare you call me that? Like I'm some sort of prude. Oh. I mean, nay.
It's a little late now. The horse is already out of the barn.
Oh, yes. Yes. I guess so. Yes, I know a horse named Maxine. Quite the prude. Thinks she's better than me, with her fancy trays in the Sea Ward.
Oh, in the Sea Ward. Can you tell me a description?
Yes. With her fine shine to her black mane and her lovely fur. You think she's so good? And the horse gives you an accurate description of the Dre and Maxine.
Okay. I'm sorry, I did not catch your name. That way I do not call you Maxine anymore.
My name's Ed.
It's very nice to meet you, Ed. Thank you for the information.
If anyone ever asks you if I can talk, just say I don't.
Nay? Oh, I can do that for you, Ed. Again, thank you for the information. And and I'll walk back into the tavern. Kind of patting Nevin on the head as I go by.
He sort of looks at you strangely, whispering to himself, "So many crazies in this town, talking to horses."
I did want to do one thing while he's in there. Look around. Is that little gnome here still?
Halfling. He's there, yeah.
Is the hobbit here?
He's here. He's near the hearth still, playing a game of patience with himself.
Okay. I will walk over. You said a game of patience?
Yeah, well, he's playing a card game by himself. Ye old patience.
Ye old solitaire.
Yeah.
I want to sit down and just say, fancy a game, my friend.
It's a one-player game.
Well, I'm sure you at least know at least one two-player game.
I'm sorry. I prefer to play alone. It keeps my mind sharp.
You also enjoyed eavesdropping on others' conversations. I did notice your ears perk up when I was having a conversation with other people. And I would like to know, perchance, why.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, I was very much aware of your encouraging looks when I was talking to the waitress. Now, yes, I realize she's a beauty to look at.
Yes, she's quite the looker. I got a wave of jealousy come over me. I am sorry if I offend you.
You don't offend me.
If you excuse me, I'm trying to concentrate here. Good day.
Okay. You have a good day then, my friend.
Good day.
Just curious. Curiouser and curiouser.
Let's take a quick break.
Alright.
Think about what your next move is. Don't forget that Rainier asked you to go to the House of Inspired Hands. Hint, hint.
Inspired hands.
That's right.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I'll see you guys back
Construct.
Sorry, Seb, we just forgot.
soon. That's why I reminded you. I actually said the sound was really crisp. They were saying the sound was really crisp, like it's coming through super crisp. So I turned the game up a little bit more. Oh, something. My comment. Oh, there was another YouTuber like harder to comment. I just made up some fucking stupid comment just to like, oh, very, very awesome, fucking informative. I didn't even like watch it. Just to. Why did my phone just die? Fuck, the battery's dead already. It's just on 15%. Check my live stream. Quick break. Really up to mail packing.
I'm in.
I'm always here.
It's one of those funny things where we got there, and I actually thought the whole like go talk to the dead dude was the next.
I forgot about the whole construct.
I look at them the next day and go like, wow, what the fuck was I writing?
I don't know. I've gotten to where, like in Seb's games,
Sounds like the William concert really weird.
Wait, like we gotta talk with the cleric at 6 bells, which you know Seb told us, because I remember said I wanted to go talk to Tally the carpenter, but he said, oh, don't forget you also have to, or I think you guys said we have to talk to the cleric.
Yeah, because we've got to go to the at 8 to 12. We've got to be at the was it the Land of the Dead,
the morgue.
Garden of
Oh
the Dead.
yeah.
And but so at 6 bells we got to be at the dude to meet the cleric. So it's like that. I think that's why he was pointing out if you go all the way up back to Trollskull Manor, you're gonna miss your window kind of thing. And then we just kind of start digging around the tavern, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we gotta go do this thing.
Oh no, yeah. It's important to keep notes, but I don't really write that many notes. Only when it's something important, sort of important.
And Roland could take you right to the House of Inspired Hands, because he passed that way this morning as he went to go visit the statue of Timora. Bayak. Alright, so to clarify, the cleric, we're meeting the cleric at the morgue place, right? Okay. And, okay, and it's, what time is it now? Oh, we have time. We can go to the House of Inspired Hands and speak to a few people. Ask around.
Okay. Maybe 30 or 40 minutes. There's plenty of time to do everything. Alright, you guys catch a dray. Everyone cross off 4 nibs each because it's peak hour. So you head over to the sea ward here, and you see this strange temple. It looks like a workshop crossed with a temple. You see a very large symbol of Gon splayed out the front of a large cog. It's got a pitched roof. It sort of sits a little bit separately from other nearby houses. There's no other temples in the immediate vicinity. It's on Sea-Watch Street here. It's a fairly large building. As you guys approach, looking at this strange temple workshop hybrid, you see a dark silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. At first you think it's maybe a weather vane or some sort of symbol for the temple itself, until it starts to move. It rises up. It's quite mechanical in the way it moves. It extends its arm and releases a tiny, a tiny metal beetle into the sky. It does a few loops around in the air, and then it starts darting towards you all. It buzzes straight at you, Pavel, and it attempts to bite you. It misses, and it flies straight past you, hits the ground, and breaks. It retreats out of vision beyond the scope of the roof. It's tiny. A few tiny cogs and springs sort of flew out of it, and you pick up the beetle, scoop it up. You see the doors of the temple here. They're actually open. Right. The temple is a buzz. As you walk in, immediately at the entry foyer, you see a clockwork hound. It barks at you in a playful manner. It seems to be made of complete iron part mixed with wood. It just keeps, it doesn't seem to be conscious or aware of you. It just keeps opening its mouth, and the same sound keeps repeating. And that alerts Valletta. Oh! Hello there! Hello! Welcome! Welcome to the House of Expired Hands! As you head inside this Temple of Gond, you see 24 marble pedestals. Each one bears a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some extraordinary creation. There is a 4-foot tall model of a clock tower, a wooden flying machine, a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle, a walking helmet with arms and legs that come out of it, and a miniature model of a submarine are among the few notable inventions. There are strange clockwork creatures autonomously fixing things and working on Tinker's inventions, these little monodrones. And there are rows of pews, each one of them have small inventions on them, and there are doubling as workbenches. There are springs and cogs everywhere and other tools. Welcome, my name is Valletta. How may I help you? You see she's a bronze dragonborn. Why, of course. The House of Gond welcomes all that has an interest in the way of mechanical things. Are all four of you looking to join the Temple of Gond? We have many vellums and scrolls that you may peruse. And she very kindly sort of looks at it. Oh, what is this you have there? What? It attacked you? I apologize. Please. I can explain. You didn't tell the watch, did you? I think somebody owes you an apology. Come with me. I can explain how this happened. She leads you further into the temple and up these alabaster steps, up into the second level, and then up to the third level where there's the attic would be. And there's you met with a door here. She knocks on it. Nim! Nim! Open up! I know what you did! She looks at the handle. Ah! The lock! He's changed it. Of course, if you have a way to open it. Nim is being naughty. You try to pick it, Nox, but it's an exquisite lock and you cannot. He is being disobedient and he's not listening to me. Perhaps you could try to convince him to open the door for me. He is not going to listen to my voice. Yes. He means no harm. You have nothing to fear.
We have a couple of people here that we seem to have lost. We're to return it. You might just open the door for us.
Make a persuasion check. The door unlocks and you're all invited into the attic, which is strewn with detritus, spare parts, and you are met by a eerie looking mechanical man who's dressed in red clothing fashioned to resemble a swashbuckler of sorts, with a feathered hat complete with a golden coloured rapier. He's made completely of brass and copper. He has this long beard and still facial features, He does a gentle, gracious bow to you all and steps back. Valletta, though, she doesn't seem too pleased. Bad Nim! Bad Nim! He puts his head down. Shame. These kind people, they said that you tried to attack them with this clockwork beetle. Is this yours, Nim? He cannot speak. I have developed a simple sign language to communicate with him. He says sorry. He apologizes. I'm grateful for your honor and your understanding. Oh, no. I may be a devout follower of God, but I am not blessed with such wonderful knowledge. No, these Nimblewrights, they come from Lantern, a small island just off the peninsula of Chult. There, the wizards have extraordinary technology, but there was a devastating, cataclysmic event many years ago during the spell plague. All of their black powder erupted. Much of Lantern was destroyed. However, those wizards of Gond who survived, many of them migrated to Waterdeep, and with them they brought their knowledge of how to build these fine creatures. They are rebuilding, and occasionally, when they come, they'll bring 3 or 4 of these Nimblewright creatures, and they will sell them. I've purchased my fine Nim quite a few years ago. I am proud of him. I almost see him as a child of mine. Thank you for accepting his apology, but Nim, your room is messy. Clean it up. He very reluctantly goes over and starts slowly picking up bits of junk and piling them haphazardly up. Why, I am not aware. I only bought the one. Why do you ask? You wish to purchase one? They're not cheap, mind you. Several thousand dragons. Just for one. Oh, well, as you can see, and you see all these clockwork men standing around, he's quite the inventor himself. Isn't that right, Nim? Yes, he's not allowed to leave the temple. He knows that. He gets bored sometimes, I guess. I beg your pardon? What do you mean? Sorry, what are you talking about? Are you implying that my Nim has done some crime? Oh, I can assure you, you are mistaken. My Nim, he is bound by magic. He cannot leave the temple grounds. Isn't that right, my Nim? Sure. You know nothing. Of course, the roof is included. He knows he's not supposed to go out there, though. These things happen. Isn't that right, Nim? You've been a bad boy again. Nim? Yes, of course. I have nothing to hide. You can visually inspect him. Stay still, Nim. Yeah, investigation. He's got a little bit of like scuff marks from obviously hard work, and you can tell that his hands are scratched. But other than that, he doesn't have any burn marks. He doesn't smell like smoke. Oh, I do know they're common among nobles. Often they will purchase them for entertainment, for parties. What? Dude, I've already told you. My Nim is unable to leave, so whatever crime that you think he's committed, you are wrong. Isn't that right, my Nim? What? Nim? What are you not telling me? Mono drones! Clean out Nim's room. Nim, you are a bad boy. Stand in the corner and watch as your creations are all dismantled. All these mono drones start autonomously piling in, hovering up and down, and very mechanically start clearing out the room. Now, I want you to know first that my Nim, he would not harm a soul. But he told me that he was lonely, and he created a clone of himself to keep him company. A couple of months ago, I had no knowledge of this. He said that the Nimblewright clone was very confused about its nature, and not being bound by the same magic that keeps Nim here, it fled in confused terror. Please. There is no need to get the watch involved. We can handle this ourselves. I'm not sure. Nim? They're not known to have some special bond. They're merely a separate being. Nim said that he created a device, a Nimblewright detector. But that's right, Nim. No use to you because you can't leave the temple. One of the monodrones floats over and drops this strange umbrella-like apparatus on the ground. Error. And then the monodrones leave the attic after everything cleaned up. What is this? He says... She presses a button on it, and suddenly this strange umbrella-like apparatus starts spinning around. He says that it's a Nimblewright detector. we'll start spinning the little umbrella on top within 500 feet of a Nimblewright. Why, Nim? Why didn't you tell me about this? You... Well, I'm sure whatever crimes the Nimblewright committed, I can easily make amends. What was it? Disturbing the peace? Minor theft? Will 20 dragons cover it? Tell me, why are you all so shocked? What do you think it did? Explosion? What are you talking about? What do you mean explosion? Fireball? What? I'm not sure who is in possession of Nim's clone, but fireball. The Nimblewright has gone rogue. It could be very dangerous, please. If the Watch find out about this, it will not look good for the Temple of Gon. I would ask you to find it and destroy it for me. I'll pay you 500 dragons. And I'll also give you I'll give you each an invention as well to sweeten the deal. Very well, of course. You're welcome to study here, but please know that my Nim is a kind soul, and his evil clone is at large. You can take the Nimblewright detector. Yes, you could use that to find it. Please, again, I apologize about this. Nim never meant to hurt anyone. I'm so deeply sorry. May God forgive me for Nim's crimes. They're getting like dismantled already by the mono drones. They take. Why, thank you, and may God bless you, bless your kind souls. Good luck. Please find the Nimblewright. Destroy it before it hurts anyone else. I implore you. Make haste. Yes. Bring me just some proof will be enough. Dispose of it as you wish. I cannot. For just junk parts. Alright. It's on Sashtar Street, a couple of blocks away at a watch house cellar. Yep. So you have to hold your finger on the nimble rat detector to for it to go off, and it's a 500-foot radius. So I'll give you guys a 500-foot aura, so you can sort of see how much it's going to. It just spins when you press it. Yeah, it spins. Are you just like holding it on the whole time for yourself? No. It's magic. Alright, you guys, how are you getting to Trollskull? Getting in. By catching a dray, you'll have to go, like, it'll be a little bit awkward. Or you could just probably walk and still make it in time. You've got about an hour. It's a lovely orange hue from the sunset. Alright. Yep. Alright, you guys get here, and it stops spinning, and then it starts spinning. You guys see a massive manor, 3 stories tall, a huge estate, the grand courtyard, a noble's estate. Many guards stationed out the front and lattice work gates, big wall around the whole place, and in a lovely design says Casalanta Villa. And when you guys leave, it stops spinning. You guys keep going. You spot it just at the. You actually spot it on the street of the Singing Dolphin, the main street, cross street here. I'll say yeah. While they're sort of just inspecting the Casalanta Villa, you can do that. All right, so you see the dray and the horse. It sort of slows down. It matches the exact description. You go up to it. What do you say? People are looking at you weird as the dray stop, as the horses are drinking from some nearby troughs. Pristine troughs, mind you, as well. All of the magical lanterns start to sort of, one by one, start to illuminate the rows of magnificent houses and streets as it just starts to fall on dark. And the horse sort of looks up at you. You sense a hint of intelligence in its eyes. Doesn't respond though. How do I know you're Hop? Make a persuasion check. Yes, 3 strings. One of our agents. Yes, I know the identity of 3 Zens. I overheard them talking on the dray at some intersection I can't remember. And I heard them talking about someone else. There was a half-orc, a sun elf, and they were talking about someone named Nox, with a strange accent. I dropped them off at the Yawning portal. They talked about hiring spies to root out Xanathar guild hideouts in the city. I must go now. Good luck. If people are thinking you're just maybe padding it or something. Alright, you decide to accept the invitation to join the Harpers, and to start off, you will be I think it is a Harp Shadow. I think that's the next rank up. You start on 1 renown. I'll update that for you. Here we go. The rank 1 is, if it loads, I think it's a Harp Shadow. Alright, so yeah, it's getting on dark, and it's almost perfect timing as you guys arrive at the morgue cellar. I'll update that for you afterwards. So anyway, the nimble ride detector doesn't go off again on the way there, and you head to Shastar Street. There is a cleric with a ritualistic mask and robes. Well, symbol of Tyr, symbol of Ilmater, and the symbol of Tymora. I come on behalf of the House of the Triad. Good evening to you, my friend. I have been summoned here to speak with the dead. Ah, yes. The dead do not truly understand that they are speaking. They are merely lost souls recalling memories. They wish nothing more than to pass on to the next. Speaking with the dead is an experience. Do you understand that? The dead, though, they do not enjoy being disturbed on multiple occasions. I will cast a spell once and once only on each victim, but I have only been hired for 1 casting of the spell. I offer my services for 25 dragons for any additional castings. List me up to 5 questions and state whom you will have me cast the spell on, and whom's souls I will reach out to. The gnome? Very well, list me up to 5 questions and I shall have your answers shortly. You can type it in the chat. Each question. Yeah, cool. Take your time. Okay. The cleric goes into the morgue cellar. It's a watch house with a small lantern out the front. Heads in, comes out 15 minutes later. I have your answers. Yeah, you do need the other two questions first though, because she needs all 5 to go in. Yeah. I have. You only get 5 questions. Like an alternative, the acolyte sort of says, I wish not to get involved. I am merely a messenger. I do not impart my own opinion on the matter. I merely communicate.
body you look for. That's a pretty ambiguous question. Again. I can't really go inside unless we are allowed inside.
Only the clerics are allowed inside the morgue cell. You can like sit inside the waiting room. There's like a couple of seats there and a couple of guards there, just trying to stay awake. All right, the acolyte goes in and comes out 15 minutes later. It is done. I have your answers. Question 1. You are Alakar, yes? The soul answers, no. My name is Delakar, not Alakar. Question 2. You asked, what were you doing this morning before you were killed? The soul responded that he was delivering the Stone of Galore to residents of Trollskull Manor. Question number 3 is, who killed you? This gave the soul quite some pain. I heard nothing more than flying snakes. Question number 4. What was your message for us? Dalekar says he had heard about a group of adventurers who had rescued Lord Neverember's son from the Zentarum, and thought the Stone of Galore would be safe in their hands for the time being. He was planning to deliver it to you and reclaim it when things died down. However, the last thing he remembers is an explosion. Question number 5 was, who was your financier? And to that the soul responded, the Open Lord of Waterdeep. And such the ritual is complete. Yes, but I ask that you do not continue to disturb the dead. You can, however. I shall accept the casting on another victim. But Delakar's poor soul, it needs respite. Let me know, so I can put on the spoopy music again. Yes, I saw it. There were 2 with those tattoos. Yes. And you gave the acolyte 25 dragons, right? Yeah, yeah. You sort of it cut out of that. I wasn't sure if you put more or less or something. I didn't catch it. The acolyte says, Tia, Ilmato, and Timor, thank you for your gracious donation.
So just revert back. So explosions caused by the spark convert machine. We need to go down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're just there possibly to get it back. It's true. I mean, you can ask whatever you want. He said flying snakes. I saw a snake. No, he did it. How all of them. Exactly. That's why it's flying snakes. I get you. No, you're right. Could be they're tailing and letting it up to them, talking to them. I get you. Yes, so he's paying for it, yeah.
Very well. The acolyte goes in again, comes out 15 minutes later. It is done. Oh, sorry, I just had to sneeze. It is done. The ritual is complete. Question 1 was, what was your mission? They responded. Their job was to help catch a gnome named Dalikar. Question 2 was, did you or your fellow Zent cause the explosion? To that they answered no. Question 3 is, who issued the mission? And to that they answered the name Erstul Floxen, who resides at Grulhand Villa. Question 4 is, do you know who the mole in the Zentarum is? To that they answered, with nothing. The ritual is complete. Yep. Yes, they will now. May the house of the Triads bless you. Goodbye.
Can we take shifts? For trying to graveyard. I got work in the morning and I got to sleep and I can't stay up all night. Okay. Yeah, we're going to midnight, then we're good. We're still focusing. That was the name.
There's still Floxen, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yes, Grulhand Villa. I'll post it all in the session summary as well, so it's all you have it all, like the names written properly and whatnot.
mission time.
Okay. Alright, you guys head on down there. I presume you're still holding the Nimbarite detector. You head by, you could drop by Trollskull Alley if you want. You'll probably get a dray as well now, so everyone cross off another 3 nib. The streets are still packed, and you guys head down the high road and come to the City of the Dead. You see rows and rows of people leaving the City of the Dead as guards are closing up the City of the Dead for the night. They are just getting out the last few stragglers. And there are 2 guards stationed at the front gate. You guys go and report to them, and they direct you towards Sir Ambrose. You meet him up in the northern section of the City of the Dead. You see the stern man. He's dressed in plate mail and he's got a great sword. You can see his armor is old. It's been used many times. Ah, you made it. I thought you may have chickened out or got a bit spooked. Yes. When they jumped me, they were in the southern half of the City of the Dead. And as you guys enter the City of the Dead, you see like all of these. It's not like just a graveyard. There are large mausoleums, statues, parks, lakes. It's almost its own little city in itself. There are even some shops there and whatnot, but it's awfully quiet because everyone's sort of cleared out. But Sir Ambrose sort of stops talking all of a sudden. Ah, look. And as you guys peer up back towards the Waterdeep and over the walls, you see all of these little glowing lights hovering over towards the city. Happened every night. Drift globes. There are hundreds of these balls of light about half a foot in diameter, hovering from all over Waterdeep that just land periodically in the City of the Dead. No one knows why it happens, but it's quite the attraction. Some say they're lost souls finding their way back of a night. Others speculate that it's a powerful force of magic within the grounds itself. Others say it's leftover magic from a wizard's powerful experiments back in the days of Agaron, our city's founder. And it actually, there's so many drift globes, it actually lights up the city, the whole entire City of the Dead. So it's fairly bright. The place comes alive. Yeah, basically. They're just these like little hovering balls of light that just sort of stay there, and it's quite a sight to behold. Who knows? It was a random attack. I'm expecting it to happen again. I've uncovered a few graves that have been dug up, particularly around the southwestern sector. It's tend to be full of the older graves, ones that have degraded away, the named forever lost. Perhaps the necromancer has a bit of compassion. Only takes the bones of those who are already lost from memories. Now you'll find in the southeastern section, that's where all the fancy mausoleums are. You'll get all the big names like the Sneebnuddles, Castellanters, Gruhans, so on and so forth. You don't need to go near there. The place is highly secure. I've got many men stationed there. I'll patrol the northern quadrant. I can handle myself. But I suspect if he's going to attack, it's going to be in the southwestern quadrant. So I'll have you patrol there for 4 hours. Until midnight. Understood? Alright, well, get to it then. Shuffle out. Don't worry, boy. I can handle myself. Ain't no bitch. Alright, you guys head over there, and he's not wrong. The tombstones are so badly degraded, you can not even make out the names on any of the graves anymore. There are mausoleums that have crumbled in, have been overgrown with moss. Flowers have sprouted up from the parks and the graves. The whole place is still beautiful, especially being lit by all the drift globes at night. Gives everything a nice ambience. As you're going through these hollowed out buildings, you're noticing more destroyed gravestones and whatnot. Oh, Nimblewright Detector does not need to be here, giving up a 500-foot radius. I rung the drift globes though. Let me just turn it. It is dark, but there are obviously drift globes giving off light, so let me just turn the lights off. There we go. So it's like an old hollowed out temple, or massive grounds where several other graves were kept inside, but obviously it's all in ruins. There's mouldering steps leading up, and everything is overgrown. Even all the tiles have been pushed through with overgrowth. And as you guys start walking through, you just hear this tapping, some scuttling around to the north. You know, you can always buy one as well. Or maybe you don't have enough gold. I think like 25 gold. Didn't you guys get one from the sewers?
Yeah, we sold it, I think.
You sold it?
I don't get to Raya. No, we didn't sell it because she bought the snow. Buy the snow from us. What are we doing snow bubbles? It's just an old box. I don't know what do we do with it.
Maybe Camden has it. Let me check his character sheet. No. He does have a healing potion though, so you should take that. Take a healing potion and take the spell focus.
Alright, now I got spell focus. Alright, talk about that beverage. Let's just try to finish this. What else happened? Very combat. You can have spell focus. Exactly. Yes, and a healing potion with that. And I'll miss Ken.
Alright, as you guys go to look towards the noise, suddenly from behind rows of graves pop out 6 skeletons, shambling humanoid skeletons with bits of armor, scraps, rusty weapons, and the weapons that they carried to their grave, readied to attack. But we're going to end the session here for tonight because it's going to take too long. It's getting too late. We'll start off with some nice combat next week.
Maybe sword charge in out of nowhere.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you all very much, and I'll post